We're gonna see what trouble we can get into. And okay, this is gonna be a bit of a trouble. Mantis run really quickly and they fight really quickly. So, oh, this might. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of FTL as we continue to dive on into our Engi career. As you can see here, we are in Sector 6. We are getting very, very close. We are 2 sectors away, or really 1 sector, and then the final sector. Between the end of our campaign, there's only 8 sectors you go through, which is really, really exciting. So, welcome one and all to another crazy, zany adventure. I am your host with the most, TheChronicToast. And we're going to see if we can't find a store in here and get some more awesome stuff going. We're in Zoltan territory, which isn't as beneficial now as it used to be. We've got our 3 Zoltan crew members, which I'm pretty darn excited about. I think we've got 3 of them now. Let's take a look. We do. So that's 3 free energy, which is awesome and fantastic. Very, very excited about that. So yeah, let's dive on into the next adventure. We're not going to go through these nebulas here. It could slow individuals down. I just don't want to deal with the potential power loss. We're already running very, very tight on resources. And, well, let's just say I don't want to deal with it. So we're going to come up this way and kind of skedaddle our way along the inside here. That'll kind of unlock some visibility on if any of these are stores. And if they are, we'll jump on in and buy some stuff. We're looking for a drone recovery arm, I think is what I kind of want to still get for this, as well as a combat drone 1 or 2. And if we run across an ion weapon, we definitely will. We are really, really not running into those easily right now, which is a problem. So we're going to jump up here. We're going to see how far we can get. We're going to see what trouble we can get into. And okay, this is going to be a bit of a trouble. Mantis run really quickly and they fight really quickly. So, oh, this might already not go very well. They've got 3 shields. We have 3 shields. We need more firepower. We probably cannot take this down easily. We do have a cloak though, so we have to kind of keep an eye on that, and we'll work through that adventure. You pick up the last broadcast of a rupturing Zoltan freighter. The Mantis, they're here, please. You're interrupted by fire off the port bow. Well, that's going to be kind of how the Mantis go, so immediately press continue, immediately press the pause button. They've got 3 lasers. Oh, this is going to be a very, 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 very crappy combat, I think. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in trouble. And we need to keep charging this FTL because we need to jump as soon and as quickly as possible. We need more combat firepower, and we just do not have it. Partly through poor decision making on our part, but we'll see how it goes. So they're going to teleport over to us. You can already see they're moving in here. Crew members, they can jump over 2, I think, right now. So we'll see where they go. And where is it looking like they're teleporting to? Right there. That's all right. We'll send our own Mantis over here. We'll leave our pilot for now. And oh boy. Yeah, not great. Not really fantastic, honestly. If we have to pull our pilot, we will. But this is going to be a very, very dangerous situation. Thankfully, I can only see laser repeater style weapons over there, so it might not be so bad. Um, we'll probably want to pull Jill and crew over there too. So there we go. We'll move up here into this territory, hopefully kind of wreck them a little bit. We're going to take some damage. They're going to take some damage, and we're going to jettison this stuff to space. That's all right. And if we need to, we'll jump back over here into this territory. That'll be okay. So there we go. The fire's out. We're going to put the doors closed again. And I think we're winning, question mark, maybe? We'll see. It's not going fantastic. We're going to come back over here, re-energize ourselves a little bit there. They're going to try to get through here. We did manage to take one of them down. We're mostly healed back up. We're diving back on in. There we go. We're going to continue that fight. Everyone's doing well. Oh, so many lasers. And it looks like we managed to take down their shields, actually, pretty routinely well, thanks to that Ion Blast 2 going in. That's pretty darn cool. Ew, I think they might have... Nope, we've got their teleport is locked down. Interesting. I'm not really sure why that's happening or how. It's probably a mechanic that I'm just not aware of. And of course, we're not using our cloak intelligently, so that is something that we do have to keep our eyes on as well. We're slowly repairing this for right now. That's working out all right. And they're getting ready to charge some stuff. And here they go. We're going to cloak. A lot more chance to miss. Fantastic. We got to keep an eye on that because we don't have a lot of hull to do, to really kind of get away with that. So we're going to return our crew members to where they got to go. It'll work out right. We'll close this door. Oh, gosh. And so there's Engi crew members up there as well. That's not great, especially with Zoltan individuals doing their things. That's not ideal. We're going to have our Zoltan crew member come up and out of the way. So there we go. They're going to come back up here. And we're going to fight for a little bit. Thankfully, there is an Engi there that we're working on, which is awesome. Again, we missed our chance to work through this, unfortunately for us. And we managed to make that work. We're going to send them back to where they got to go. We got to keep an eye over here. There's a lot of multitasking going on. But again, we have the chance here with 2 more impacts to make the ship explode. So I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to work out well. We've taken out 4 of their crew members. Here we go. We're going to cloak. There it is. A good chance to miss. Whew. And just to kind of minimize some of the damage coming on in. So there we go. We got 60 scrap, which is awesome. Still looking for a chance to sell all of our missiles for more, but we haven't run across that just yet. Whew. So chat, I'm aware that they're probably going to be getting some comments here in the comment section down below here on YouTube. Or some occasional comments over on Twitch or Twitter. Sorry, over on Twitter when we post about this. Or on Twitch when we have our occasional weekly Battletech stream over there. So if you want to go find us over there at TheChronicToast over there as well. Yeah, we need to keep using our cloak. It's really going to save us a lot of repair bills and really put us in a good position to survive in general. Just keeping our crew members doing their normal jobs rather than running around and repairing things due to hits. A lot of laser weapons. We're running into a lot of laser weapons here on the Op 4, the enemy here this playthrough. I've not seen that before. The last few playthroughs have been very, very bomb heavy, which has been a huge, huge problem. Or missile heavy, I guess you should say. So we're going to make sure everyone's good to go. They are, and I think we can definitely jump right now. And hey, there's a store along the way, so we're going to go there next. We're going to see what they have. Hopefully they got some good stuff for us to pick up and buy. So let's see here. Another long dead space whale. I wonder if there was a migratory pattern or something. How do space whales work? Do they, FTL? I'm not really sure how that works. It's okay. Scrap recovery arm is good, but that's not what we're looking for. A reverse ion shield. Ooh, that's pretty neat. Again, we got some more crew members. We could sell a few that we have, or I guess you could say she dismissed some that we have. That's all right. Let's see what else they have here on page 2. They don't have what we're looking for, unfortunately. That's a bummer. That's a really big bummer. So a beam 1 can do a little bit of damage, but it doesn't do enough to really make it worthwhile running. That's a bummer. That's a straight up bummer. We could pick one up, but I think I'm going to try to continue to hold out again. We really want some more firepower, at least a combat 1, maybe a combat 2. So we're going to fix our ship, and we're going to buy a bit more drones because we probably need these. We don't need any more of this. We're going to buy a few more pieces of fuel just to get us to 18. Why not? I find I'm usually running too much fuel on board at the end of a mission. Otherwise, if you run out, you just kind of hang out until someone walks by, jumps into your sector, and you can try to trade with them. Maybe they're a good Samaritan. But otherwise, their fleet every single turn just gets closer and closer and closer. So I don't want to run into that ever again. That was a very, very painful experience. Now, we can jump onto a few more things. We could try to upgrade the ship a bit more. In all honesty, we could probably make that work. But I'm really, really leery in putting 180, which we already don't have, points here into the shields and stuff, which would be fantastic. Just because we potentially need to get some more power, buy some more drone space, potentially buy some more ion blaster space, and we just don't have a lot of that. So our scrap is a very, very limited resource because we are going through friendly territory. If we were going through combat territory, which we have a choice here coming up, we could get more scrap, but we're going to have less opportunity to buy stuff. And we're desperately, desperately trying to buy stuff right now. So fingers crossed. We could jump down here. This will kind of unlock some of the territory here in case we want to go that way, but really we can only go up here. We can go up here. That doesn't buy us a lot of extra space. So we're going to jump down here to this area and just kind of get a long distance glance at if any of these are going to be stores. So we'll see what happens. We're going to jump here to this uninhabited or unvisited system, I should say, and let's see what we got here. Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, we're running into an Engi bomber. That's pretty darn cool. That's actually really, really cool. So yeah. You jump into a debris field that used to be a Zoltan cruiser. Unfortunately, its Engi escort takes you for the attacker and retaliates. They refuse all hails. Apparently, it's Engi on Engi violence, everybody. Holy crap, buckle up tight. This is going to be a wild, wild ride. And we're not really the same sort of ships, but you know what? They have a lot of shields. I'm seeing there's a lot of shields and a lot of energy Oh boy. They have 3 weapon systems already. A heavy laser thingy, some sort of other thing. We got to keep an eye on this cloaking for sure. Ion Blaster, we're going to go for their shields, and we're going to send our combat drone up. Looks like they've got a defense drone over there that could shoot ours down. It's a good thing we picked up some extra drone parts. That's going to be a bit of an adventure. Now, is there anything we don't need? We don't need our teleporter powered. We're going to leave that off for now that we've got extra power floating around. And let's just see how it goes. We're gonna keep our fingers down here next to this button, and we're gonna see how that looks. And fingers crossed it works out all right. There goes the ion blaster rolling on in. That's going good. Not too worried about that. What's this other thing? There's that blaster, and then whatever this third weapon system is. Very, very worried about that. I don't see it doing anything yet. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be doing. Oh gosh. So we clicked that a little bit too late. This is a huge, huge weapon doing massive, massive damage to our internals. And the moment that kind of fires, my reaction time is not good. So we're going to try to pick one of these other weapons to kind of work this out next time. It could be this. It could be this. We just got to keep an eye on what's going on a little bit better. So, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Thankfully, it takes a little bit larger to go. The big kind of blaster, it only shoots one weapon. That's all right. We got the third one over there. That's going to blast away. That's going to be doing a lot of damage here. We might get this back in time for this other weapon. I doubt it, though. We have one more second to go. Fingers crossed. Can we click it? There we go. And it's going to fire. Maybe. Nope. We mistimed it as well. Here comes little tiny green lights down there. We are doing pretty good. We're keeping their systems squared and occupied away. We're slowly taking their shields down and trying to get our own drone going. And unfortunately, they are getting some shots in on us. And this thing is very, very painful. Thankfully, we can see that there's a little light that comes in here, so we got to keep an eye on that. That's going to help us really kind of focus in on repairing a lot of the damage that comes in. And our cloak is going to be up here in a second. Once that hits green, we're going to try it again. This little button. And you can see it popping up, and there it is. Oh, man. Wow. Ladies and gents, if you've run into this weapon before, to some sort of massive hull damage, I mean, just look at the amount of damage this thing is doing. Let me know what the best way to counter that with a cloak is, because I'm not getting the best reaction time to make that work. And really, we just need to make these Engi go away to make this more worthwhile, so to speak. Golly, what a painful mess. And we're missing our shields. I think this bypasses shields. It's very, very painful. But thankfully, we finally got it to blow up. This is a problem. That's a massive, massive problem. Now, we did get some fuel. We got some extra scrap, which is good. But we need more offensive firepower. And whatever that weapon was, we just failed miserably to actually get it squared away. Bovie over there doing a good job, which is fantastic. And getting all healed on up, which is always, always nice. So, do we really want to spend some stuff on getting some extra upgrades? We could. We have enough here to kind of go for more shields. Not really certain that helped us out so much. But we could do that. That's a huge, huge investment. I think I'm still going to hold off for now until we get ready to jump. We only have one store system back here. None of these are stores. So we're going to jump over here. Maybe some of these are stores up here. The other Rebel fleet's already coming on in. So we're going to jump one more time and get a little bit closer. And there we go. You arrive at a quiet spaceport and are immediately hailed by another ship at port with a once-in-a-lifetime deal. No, we don't need more missiles. If you were buying missiles, I would be happy to do that. But that's unfortunately not going to work for us. We're going to jump a little bit more. There's a store up here that puts us a little bit out of the way. Again, we have to come back to this point. So we can choose at that point whether we come over here and then down, and then over. So that's 1, 2, 3 jumps, 4 jumps. We're cutting it really, really close. We could come in from the store and then go back into the nebula, which is always a potential disaster. We'll see. We're going to be cutting this a little bit close, but hopefully this store has what we need beyond just hull repairs. A human ship hails. My friends, please, there's nothing I don't have, and there's nothing worth wanting that I cannot get. Why not take a look around my shop? Man, I think that's a good approach. Let's see what they got. What do we have? Well, there's some lasers, there's some missiles. We could shoot this, but that's takes 3 power. That would be a lot to upgrade, and I defense drones we could go with. We don't really need them. What do we have on page 2? Nothing. Ugh. Nothing. That's frustrating. We got some really good crew members here. We could hire a crew member and swap out some individuals if we wanted to. We're good on shields. This one is repairing and piloting for evasion. Again, we're good on that. We could sell some stuff. We could really kind of sell at this point, but it's not going to gain us much other than just having extra credits and stuff. So, which, to be fair, might not be the end of the world if we upgrade our system. So let's think about that. Sure. We'll sell the advanced FTL navigation. That's not really helping us out right now. I don't think there's anything else I really want to sell. We could sell this, but that is not a bad system to have. So the question is, what do we want to upgrade as a result? Before we do that, let's jump somewhere. There's a distress signal. Ooh. Oh, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna see if we can't make this work, chat. This is gonna be a problem. This is gonna be a big concern. One way or the other. You arrive at the beacon and immediately detect a pirate ship. It seems this distress beacon was a trap. Well, that's not good. Flip side is I don't see necessarily any teleporters there, so unless the story has a reason, we should be okay. Here we go. So no teleporters coming in at us. That's all right. We're going to get our shields over here. I'm going to get our 1 combat drone rolling. And we're going to do ourselves some action here. Hopefully get their shields down as soon as possible. They've got really good piloting skill, though. Oh, boy. Our ion weapons are thankfully finally doing some stuff. Again, we have the cloak. We got to keep an eye on this. We're just not going to be able to dodge these weapons very easily, I don't think, unless we get a higher profile cloak, which we could do. So I think with that being the case, we just got to keep an eye on this weapon system over there, and we should be okay as long as that powers up. Just because otherwise, we only have 5 seconds of cloak, and it's not very meaningful. And they're going to fire over there, and our shields are holding, and we're at the point where we're slowly taking theirs down, which is nice. So here we are. We're going to see this going, and there we go. And lots of misses going through, which is nice change of pace. And we're finally through into their hull, and we're slowly making this work. And we're just going to keep their shields locked down. We're just going to keep rocking and rolling. And they're going to offer some of this. We're going to say, no thanks. We want more scrap. That's the name of the game. It's been the way for a few episodes. We just got to get through this one way or the other. And so there they are. The systems are already finally down. And we're going to try to get this timed perfectly. There we go. And we might have triggered it a little too soon. But hey, they didn't fire. We got a lot of scrap. We got some fuel. We got an extra drone part to kind of cover this. We're doing fantastically good. And let's just kind of jump over here. Let's keep getting closer. Again, there's not much at that store that we need. And there's teleporters here on this one as well, Rebel Fighter. Your ship is hailed. We found you at last. Prepare to die. My name is Inigo Montoya. Well, I have some concerns, as I usually do. We're going to press that continue button, and we're going to immediately get out here, get our ion blaster rolling in on their shields. Again, their combat drone iterated. They have a lot of weapons over there, some very powerful ones. These look like they're going to be on the same reload. This looks like it's probably going to be a missile. So we're going to be taking some damage, unfortunately. We're going to see how this goes. I can't really tell. Oh, gosh. There's the intruders detected. We're going to send Narth up there. We're going to send our Mantis up there as well. And we're going to keep, again, this eye on this cloak. I really am not quite sure how to tell when this is going to fire. These are going to fire pretty momentarily. They've got pretty easy bars to go. Fingers crossed it works out well. We can see them loading up there. And here we go. Cloak, a lot of those, that's a lot of lasers. Again, I don't know when this is going to launch. We're keeping an eye on our individuals here. We're going to send them back down. They're getting hit pretty hard. And our drones are doing work. We're doing some good stuff here. We got them taken care of. We're going to send everybody back to where they got to go. And it's okay if that teleporter is damaged. That's all right. Not a big deal for us. I haven't... Oh, man. That's a problem right there. We need to get this taken care of and get back on task because those lasers are going to cause us a massive amount of problems. There we go. Cloaks. A lot of misses going through, which is nice. This is concerning. I don't know what that is, and I can't tell when it's going to fire. There it goes. So it's firing, and some sort of bomb happening. Some sort of bomb is what it's doing. Thankfully, it's not really impacting us too greatly, badly, something like that. Oh, gosh. Damage to crew members as well. It's not doing a lot of hull damage, though, so I'm not as worried. There we go. We're going to miss this. Hopefully, there we go. A lot of stuff coming through, giving ourselves a chance to kind of get back in on the action. Still got to keep that shield taken care of. Got to get this combat drone going. We might not be able to take this fight. The more that I'm watching this, we haven't done a lot over here. We really haven't. So we are ready to jump, so we might be in a situation to do that. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, oh, man, not great. Not great. Not great at all. Ooh. Oh, not fantastic. We're finally getting through their hull, doing some stuff there. We're missing ourselves a lot here, thankfully. I'm just trying to take a look at what we got going on here. We're slowly wearing them down. We're starting to finally get the crew members to start mixing and matching and repairing, getting their weapon systems pulled down. Looks like the bomb or teleporter or whatever it is finally paying dividends, which is good. They might still be able to teleport to us, which is a problem. And our drone just went down, so we got to keep an eye on that. And I get that back up as soon as we possibly can. We're going to be able to get this active. There we go, before our cloak gets back up. They're going to be able to shoot us before our cloak is. That's a problem. That's a real big problem. A lot of these are just doing damage. And there we go. It's all right. And unfortunately, the weapon systems are back online. And we're missing a lot. They've got a lot of good pilots over there, which is something we just got to keep an eye on. And lots of misses. Again, keeping up the good work as much as we possibly can. And they're down to 3 hull points. I think we're going to win this. I think we're doing all right. Oh, boy. They send a message to you. Your ship is surprisingly well equipped. Please take this and let us live. Well, you didn't offer us a crew member. You didn't offer us any upgrades. So, sorry. We're not going to accept your surrender. We got some other stuff that we need to work on here. So, there we are. One more hit point going in, and their hull is gone. They are wrecked. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of scrap, which is good. But again, we're just not finding the equipment that we really need. And that's a problem. That's going to need to be rectified one way or the other. And I'm kind of a little fearful at this stage that we're not going to find what we need, especially in an enemy sector, an angry, hostile sector coming up. So we're going to have to go through most likely another friendly sector. And we might not find what we need at the store for that. So if we can't find another weapon system that's really worthwhile, we might be really drastically in a lot of trouble. And we'll have to take that one step at a time as we work through it. The fleet is getting closer, but we should be okay to jump here and then jump into the exit. I think we can make this work. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it goes all right. Another Zoltan ship. They're just very angry with us today. They are not really willing to navigate, or in terms of, kind of working through some problems in a constructive manner where we get good free loot. That's just not happening. You're surprised when a stationary Zoltan ship opens fire. It appears they are an aggressive pugilist, even among the enlightened. Well, there we go. We're going to immediately go through our tried and true Ion Blast 2 over onto their shields. Combat drone is active. And we'll just kind of keep rolling through this. We can see here we've got our cloak. I don't know what these are. I think this right here is going to be very difficult to defend against, simply because of the way it is. This, I'm hoping we can kind of time our cloak appropriately for that. Oh, man. So we'll see. It just shot. We're going to send our cloak out. Maybe it's going to be done in time. There we go. Big giant impacts of whatever those are missed. This is going to just come screaming on in. for better or for worse. And thankfully, it can't really harm our shields, which is good. So we only really have to focus in on this one. And it's got a pretty slow reload. I'm hoping. Oh, we're not going to be able to get this one in time, unfortunately. Our our cloak just does not generate fast enough. Our shields held it this time around, which is good. We have their shields officially down. And I don't think we're going to try to maintain focusing on that. We're going to try to get their weapon systems, hopefully, ion done up. Because right now, their shields don't need to be regenerated. I don't think. I could be wrong on that. But we're going to focus as well as on this cloak to make that kind of the case. So there we go. Their weapon systems are down. We're not going to be taking damage. We're just going to be able to let our drone get in here and do what they got to do. There they go. Bada bing, bada boom. 1 plink, 2 plinks, 3 plinks, 4. Ooh, and their shields are regenerating. Interesting. So it works a little different than the one Zoltan ship that we do have squared away, or some of the Zoltan shielding that we've managed to get ourselves active with. So just going to keep that in mind. We have one more plink that needs to come in, and we'll get this, and it should be okay. Fingers crossed. There it is. There it is. One more going through. Their shields are being squared away. Oh, we just kind of hosered ourselves. I think it's not fantastic, but there we go. Just as the weapon systems come online, we get some more scrap, which is good. But can we buy anything with it? That's a concern. So we're going to jump over here to the exit. We're going to see what we have access to. Hopefully it's something useful. Pretty standard message. And we can repair damage for 10. I mean, that's fantastic. That's amazing. That's all right. But that's not really what we need. So with that, we're going to jump to the next sector. It could be a civilian sector. This is going to be okay. Or Mantis. I do not want to fight Mantis ships at all, especially as the Engi. That is going to be a death sentence. And so we have one last sector left, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into a sector that historically I've seen no stores, I've only seen a increasing number of enemy ships and a big giant fight. So we have to find everything here in the civilian sector. This is going to be a big, big problem because we just have no offensive firepower, and that's going to be a huge issue. We've got a teleporter, which is good. We can get individuals teleported over their ship to kill their crew, shut down systems, things like that. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we do get into this final mission. But in the meantime, we need some more. We need some more go juice in terms of the weapons. So we're gonna jump to the civilian sector, and we'll probably catch up with you here next time around. So there it is. Welcome to the new sector. Get to that exit beacon and jump to the next sector before the pursuing rebels catch you. Immediately, we've got a store. We're going to dive in and tackle that next time around, which I'm really, really excited about. And we'll see how that goes one step at a time. As always, if you like the content you see here, please hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, press the subscribe button. If you really want to see me dive into something else, or you really want to see me be successful or struggle at a different game that's out there, post in the comment section down below or hit me up over on Twitter at TheChronicToast, all one word, and I'll see what I can do. Thank you much for stopping on by. It's been a blast. It's been a pleasure. I hope the time coming up for you this week and weekend, if you're watching it then, is good. And as always, I'll see you next time. Have a good one.